We're at MRMW Berlin. It's the end of the day, and I'm with Imran. I thank you for coming to speak to me. Can you give us a little bit of an introduction about yourself and who you are?
Absolutely. My name is Imran Anwar. I am an entrepreneur, Pakistani American living in the US for 25 years. And my background is I am the founder of and co-founder of Internet Email and the founder of the credit card industry. And I'm an entrepreneur living in the US.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Um, Among other things, I have been on the forefront of the mobile and location-aware e-business field. I was CEO of Evertrack, and also am working on things like the SOS, which would be a symbolic operating system, which would enable illiterate people around the world to be able to use smart devices. And my goal basically is to make sure people understand that technology is a tool, and I love to use technology as a tool to make the world a better place.
And you've done a talk today. I've seen a lot of people wanting to talk to you and ask questions. What were you talking about?
The biggest opportunity I saw, and I always see at conferences like this, is people from different industries come with different perspectives, with different needs, but you get to cross-pollinate ideas.
Mhm.
So market research, which itself I think is changing into an insights industry, is a great example where companies which may be consumer products or telcos and almost everything else out there can be sharing the ways to use technology, to use market research, to gain insight into how best to serve their target audience. And my desire always is, can that target audience and the needs that are served be converged in such a way that not only do you make money as a business, but you actually make the world a better place in the process of doing that.
Okay, that's brilliant. And so, what were the takeaways? I know we talked a bit before we had the interview. I wanted to ask you what some of the takeaways for today were, and there were some broad themes. What were they?
Well, one of the things I noticed was that the market research industry is still somewhat tactical in its approach to technology. I feel that it uses technology when it's brought to them.
Mhm.
But I actually have been saying this at various conferences for the last many years. People in the market research industries need to see themselves more as providers of insight.
Mhm.
And if you're going to be providing insight, you don't have to wait for a technology company to come and say, here, look, the cool new way or cool new app or gadget that I created.
Mhm.
The technology industry is now capable of literally creating magic if that's what you need. You need to be able to define what you're looking for. If you can define it, they can build it, and if they can build it, they shall come, etc.
That's true. I mean, in a lot of fields, it's knowing what the win looks like, what the success thing is, and then you can go about that, right? So as I said before, you're being asked a lot of questions. What are the questions you wish you were asked more often?
Well, I wish people would ask more in how does this tie into making the world a better place? And I'm not being touchy-feely here. Even if you're a pure business, it's far, unless you're in the weapons business, it's far easier to make money and to be successful and to gain profits if you're living in a world that's driven by love and harmony and peace, where people are spending money on goods that make them feel better or to have better lives rather than trying to survive or looking for shelters. So I think it is our duty as humans at the first level, and even as groups or companies or industries and entire nations, to make sure that we're living in a better place where everything we do, whether it's market research, whether it's technology, whether it's making a speech or writing an article or giving a TV interview, it should be our goal, it should be our mission, and it should be our burning desire. How am I successful at what I do? But how does this make the world a better place?
And do you believe it's the leaders at the top of these companies that need to have to be thinking this way, or is it something that somebody isn't necessarily the leader or the director of their company, but is working, sort of not lower down, but just they're not making the headline decisions. Is it something everybody can do?
I love that question because the answer is yes, 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 and yes. You are the leader of your own life. You are the leader of your family. Your family can be the leader of your tribe. Your tribe can be the leader of your region. And literally, nothing is stopping you from being or acting like the leader. And that message gets to the top much better than you're hoping for a miracle leader, a messiah, etc.
It's very true. When you see obstacles, they're very real, and then you look back later and think there wasn't anything there stopping me. So yeah, I really appreciate the answer. I like that. Okay, man, thanks very much for coming and talking
Thank
to
you
us.
so much.